How music predicted the Trump win. This is nuts, man. So I just listened to my man Rick Beato. This is a video he did back, 6 months ago, maybe October or September of 2024. Talk about the Billboard charts and amazing changes on the Billboard charts. And I love Rick Beato. He's one of the best YouTubers out there. I just love his sense of humor. I love his music he talks about. He's a great YouTuber, man. He's knowledgeable. I just love that guy. Anyway, so he was doing a surprising look at the Billboard numbers for the most popular music in 2024. And you know what had fallen off a cliff? Oh, dude, you're kidding me. Yeah, all right, there we go. I'm gonna get in front of this guy so we can see. Oh, dude, why you gotta go so slow? Hip hop in 2023, of most popular music, 58% was hip hop. Isn't that crazy? In 2022, 2023. Country and rock were under 10%. Pop was about 25%. Hip hop was at 58%. The most popular music by far. Come 2023, 2024, hip hop is now 20% most popular. It is fallen off a cliff. Country and rock are now both about the same as hip hop now. Isn't that crazy? On top of that, the pop stayed about the same, 25% or so. On top of that, you had profanity in music, all right, was dropped basically very few songs, popular songs, have any profanity anymore. Whereas a couple years ago, they had lots of profanity. Now, and that would go hand in hand with the decline of hip hop, the rise of country and whatnot. Why is this light taking so long? What the hell? Literally no one's going. Anyway, I thought that was very interesting. Because what does that tell you? That tells you that people are sick of the cultural rot as defined essentially by hip hop, really. Hip hop is cultural rot. You know it, I know it. Oh, you just sound like a white guy. Yeah, I get it. All I know is I used to love rap music when I was in high school. And before, I never liked Run DMC. That Beastie Boys was such a psyop, 100%. Never liked that crap. I was in high school in the mid-'80s. But I was the first guy, being a Jewish kid I knew, we were the first guys, before any black kid knew gangster rap. Ice-T, Ryan Pay's album. We knew it before anyone else did. Oh, that wasn't the first gangster rap album. Schoolie D was. Yeah, but no one knew who Schoolie D was. I'm sorry. I love Schoolie D. Back in the 80s, I had two of his albums. Dude, I'm getting all those lights. But no one knew who Schoolie D was. People did know who Ice-T was because you also had that movie called Colors. And that introduced a lot of suburban white kids like myself to the gangster life, and it made it seem like it was kind of cool. Now, I didn't want to be a gangster or anything like that, but it did make a lot of white kids think, oh, man, that's cool. That's where it's at. And unfortunately, that led to the demise of rock, led to the increase in hip-hop, and then hip-hop, of course, proceeded to get even worse and worse and worse. And now, who knows what the hell's going on in hip-hop now. But unfortunately, a lot of suburban whites, unfortunately, a lot of overseas people just reading about in Philippines and Thailand and all these Bangladesh. Rap music is the primary music and stuff, is the primary influence. I'm like, ugh. But when America, come 2023, 2024, people got sick of that freaking cultural rot. They don't want to hear it anymore. You see what I'm saying? They're like, no. Our country is falling apart at the seams. We've allowed just these decrepit people to take over and be a cultural force, and has led to what we saw in Seattle, Portland, and all this stuff, where people are just freaking pooping on the streets. It's disgusting. Dude, do not do it. There you go. Don't do it. It's disgusting. You know it's disgusting. I know it's this freaking open-ended shooting up with heroin, homeless camps. Never mind the takeover of downtown Seattle. People got sick of that crap. In 2023, they said enough, and that's why they started listening to hip-hop. Started listening less and less to hip-hop and more to country. On a side note, I thought it was very interesting. My son told me that when Zach Bryan came to Atlanta, all these girls were wearing Zach Bryan T-shirts. I said, wow, because Zach Bryan's kind of like a country singer. He didn't do a whole lot. He got a couple songs I like, but not a whole lot for me. And I said, wow, that showed me right there. There's been a cultural change, because we've seen it. We've seen it with our own eyes. We said we were a libertarians. Like, yeah, we'll just let people. Now, look, I was like that. I used to believe 100% drug legalization, not just marijuana, but the whole thing. I thought, you have no ability to tell me what I can put into my body. That's literally my thought. You have no right to tell me what I can put into my body. And then people say, well, wait till you have kids, you'll change. I never changed my kids. I changed after I saw the failed experiment of drug legalization in the northern Midwest, western states, cities. Probably Boston too. Portland, Maine. There's heroin freaking needles all over Portland, Maine. Drug addicts all over the place, homeless people. It's disgusting. And that went hand in hand with the rise of hip-hop music, absolutely. And people got sick of it. They said, no. There's a cultural shift. And that had nothing to do with freaking, I mean, maybe you could say it had something to do with immigration, inflation, all that. But at the end of the day, people said, no, we got to clean this crap up, dude. If that means we need an authoritarian to come in and freaking, bust heads, we need an authoritarian to come in and bust heads, because this can't continue. The country is on a thin line that basically, if we don't clean this up, who knows where it's going to end up. But it's not going to be good. Anyway, so you can see that. And then, of course, that led to Trump was freaking curb stomping heels up. Because Trump said, he just said, this is the authoritarian that's going to clean things up that we need, because we were too libertine, too liberal, too libertarian for too long. And this is where we've led. And I tell you, man, it's a cultural awakening of the populist right, absolutely. But it's not just a populist right. It's a populism that says, we got to take this crap back, because this is leading nowhere good. You're allowing people who don't, the funny thing, the old days of like the communists, if you don't work, you don't eat. You see what I'm saying? The communists and socialists were never these idiots who said, just give me a welfare check. It was never like that. You had to go work for your own. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a commie. I'm an anti-commie. But there's Trump Vance sign right there. But people said, wait. So you can get a buy without working. I'm working my ass off. And I'm second fiddle behind people who don't work, who come to our country illegally. People are sitting on their butts on their heroin things all day long. And I'm supposed to work to pay for all these people? No. Now, did hip-hop lead to that? No. But a lot of people put the profanity in hip-hop as well as a moral decline. They went hand in hand. Now, will it continue? I don't know. I think it's going to continue for a while. I really do. I think people are so fed up that this will continue for a while. When I was in high school, man, I went to a mixed school. I'll never forget those black guys listening to country music with flannel shirts on, crap kicker boots, pickup trucks on high. You know what I'm saying? There's black guys doing that. There's black guys listening to black music too, don't get me wrong, but there were black guys doing that. It was a cultural thing. It's very interesting. It had nothing to do with race necessarily. But then everything went to race in the last 30 years or so, and I just think people are fed up, man. And I love it, because if it's based on, we don't want things based on race. It's idiotic. God didn't die for you because of your race, or God, excuse me, scratch that, because God doesn't die. Jesus didn't die for you because of your race. Jesus died for you because God loves you. You see what I'm saying? And Jesus wants you to live with God for eternity. Anyway, some thought. Very interesting. All right, God bless. Love your thoughts. Smash that like button. We'll see you.